The second coming of Jesus Christ and the judgment of the world in the book of Obadiah. The book of Obadiah presents a powerful prophecy concerning the second coming of Jesus Christ, the judgment of the world, and the restoration of the 12 tribes of Israel. Obadiah has many different interpretations. A historical interpretation, which was fulfilled during the Babylonian invasion, and the Maccabean Kingdom of Israel conquered Edom, also known as Idumea, as part of their expansion of the Hasmonean Kingdom. Next, it describes both the destruction of Israel's enemies, represented by Edom, and the role of Jesus and the church in executing judgment over the nations. Since the historical nation of Edom has ceased to exist after the events of 70 AD, trying to line this prophecy today with the Arab nations is not historically accurate, since the nation of Edom was absorbed into the nation of Judah during the Hasmonean dynasty. The most famous Edomite was Herod the Great, king of Judea, and Edom was probably wiped out during the events of 70 AD and the Bar Kokhba revolt. The background to the prophecy. The tribe of Judah, represented today by the modern state of Israel, will be invaded and devastated by a northern coalition led by Gog. This confederacy of nations, symbolized as Edom, will stand against Israel in the final days before the return of Jesus Christ. However, just as Edom historically opposed Israel, so too will its latter-day counterpart be destined for destruction. Obadiah prophesies that Yahweh will intervene, bringing both judgment and restoration. Obadiah 1:17 declares, "But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and it shall be holy, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions." This verse affirms the future restoration of the 12 tribes of Israel, in harmony with Jesus' own promise in Matthew 19:28, where he states, "Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me, in the regeneration when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel." Matthew 19:28. The prophecy in Obadiah is thus directly linked to the second coming, when Jesus will restore the 12 tribes of Israel and judge them in righteousness. This is not about the modern state of Israel, but the full restoration of the 12 tribes, as promised throughout the prophetic scriptures. The second coming in Obadiah. Obadiah describes Edom as symbolic of the enemies of Israel in the last days. This confederacy, led by Gog, will rise against the people of Jacob, but will ultimately be destroyed by divine intervention. The prophet declares, "Every one of the mount of Esau shall be cut off by slaughter forever, and shame shall cover them because of their violence against Jacob." Obadiah 1:9-10. This final destruction of Edom represents the judgment of the nations that have invaded Israel. As Edom once rejoiced over Israel's suffering, so too will the nations drink the cup of divine wrath. "As ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the nations drink continually. Yea, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been." Obadiah 1:16. Obadiah further declares that the house of Jacob and the house of Joseph will rise as instruments of Yahweh's judgment. "And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. And they shall kindle in them and devour them. And there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for Yahweh hath spoken it." Obadiah 1:18. This aligns with 2 Thessalonians 1:8, where Paul describes Jesus returning in flaming fire, taking vengeance on them that know not God. The destruction of Edom is not just about one nation, but about all who oppose the kingdom of God, the judgment of the world by Jesus and the church. Beyond the destruction of Edom, Obadiah speaks of the role of Jesus and the church in judging the nations. The final verse of the book declares, "And saviors shall come up on Mount Zion to judge the mount of Esau, and the kingdom shall be Yahweh's." Obadiah 1:21. The use of saviors in the plural indicates that this judgment is not carried out by Jesus alone, but also by the members of his body, the church. This is confirmed in 1 Corinthians 6:2-3. "Do ye not know that the saints shall judge the world? Know ye not that we shall judge angels? This judgment will occur after the resurrection and the battle of Armageddon, when Jesus establishes his rule from Mount Zion." Zechariah 14:4-9 describes this moment. "And his feet shall stand in that day upon the Mount of Olives. And Yahweh shall be king over all the earth. In that day shall there be one Yahweh, and his name one. Isaiah 2 also confirms that the kingdom of God will be established on Mount Zion, where Jesus will rule with righteousness. The restoration of Israel will be complete, with the 12 tribes regathered and placed under the just reign of the Messiah. Conclusion. The prophecy of Obadiah is a vision of the second coming of Jesus Christ and the final judgment of the world. It speaks of the destruction of Edom, representing the coalition of nations that will oppose Israel in the last days, and the role of Jesus and the church in executing judgment. This prophecy assures the ultimate restoration of Israel, as seen in Obadiah 1:17 and Matthew 19 verse 28. When Jesus returns, he will establish his kingdom, judge the nations, and restore the 12 tribes of Israel to their rightful inheritance. The book of Obadiah, though brief, presents a profound vision of the triumph of the Messiah and the fulfillment of Yahweh's promises to his people.